everyone, happy Earth Day! I'm going to be reading a story today called Casey and Bella Go Green. What does it mean to go green? It sounds like a funny way to say something, but what it really means is to be kind to our planet. Recycle, throw away your trash, don't waste water, and ride your bike instead of taking a car if you can. What other ways can you think of to go green? We're going to probably hear about a lot of them in this story. Fun fact about this book before I start, the idea actually came from a student. Her name is Autumn, and at the time that this book was written, which was a while ago, she was a fourth grader in New Jersey. Enjoy! It was a beautiful day in New England, a perfect day to spend outside. So Jeff and Jane put on their safety gear and set off for a long bike ride. Move this so make sure you can see all of the really nice pictures. Come on, said Bella. I think they're finally gone. Let's go outside to play and see what's going on. Tag, you're it, called Bella, and Casey tagged her back. Then, all of a sudden, they heard a voice from a mouse who was holding a sack. I'm Melvin, said the mouse. Can you help me carry this bag of trash? I need to bring it to the recycling center. I promise we'll be back in a flash. We'd love to help, said Casey, but how do we get out of the yard and then climb over the gate? Jane and Jeff will be home soon, so we mustn't be back too late. First, we'll sneak through the secret passage, said Melvin. It'll take us to the other side of the street. I promise we'll be back in time for Jane and Jeff before their journey's complete. So, Casey and Bella helped Melvin put the trash into recycle pails. Then, all of a sudden, they saw some iguanas who were green and covered in scales. They were picking up litter, bagging the trash, and sweeping the street with their tails. I'm Lenny, said an iguana. I'm the head of the KONC. If you would like to learn more about our organization, then come along with me. What is the KONC? Asked Bella, as they tagged along to meet Lenny's crew. It stands for Keep Our Neighborhoods Clean, said Lenny. Come on, I'll show you what we do. Spaz, the tabby cat, collects the bottles. Lily Goat separates the paper from plastic. Jack, the clapping dog, cheers us along. The whole team is just fantastic. Then Molly Monkey plants a tree to keep our neighborhood green. We wanted a way to help Mother Earth, so we decided to form this team. That sounds great, said Casey. How can we become part of your organization? We'll teach you how the process works, said Lenny. Let's take a trip to the recycle station. We'll ride bicycles instead of driving our cars to help reduce carbon emissions. This is one of the many things we can do, said Spaz, to improve our Earth's condition. So, Casey and Bella jumped on a bike and headed to the recycling center. When they arrived at the plant, a boxer named Rocky showed them where to enter. This is how the process works, said Rocky. First, we separate glass and metal into different projects. After they are washed, they are melted into new objects. What happens to the paper and plastic? Asked Casey. Good question, said Rocky. They are recycled too. Paper is washed and the ink is removed. So are the staples and glue. Since there are so many different types of plastic, each container must be separated. Plastic bottles have a triangle with a number inside to make the process less complicated. Once the plastic is sorted, it is shredded and melted with heat. Next, it is mixed and formed into pellets to make new plastic products complete. What happens when we don't recycle? Asked Bella. What happens to the garbage in town? Well, if we just throw these objects out with the trash, said Spaz, it would take hundreds of years to break down. When we recycle, we reduce the amount of garbage going into the ground. Wow, sighed Bella. It sounds like a lot of work, but if we don't recycle, then the garbage might last forever. It is not a lot of work, said Spaz, especially when we all work together. Count us in, declared Casey. We want to join your team. We want to reduce our carbon paw print and help our planet stay clean. That is great, exclaimed Spaz. The more people who learn about this group, the more who will want to go green. Here are some other ways to go green. They've been listed in our bulletin. Don't throw trash on the ground or pollute the water where fish like to swim. Don't let the water run when brushing your teeth at night. To fix a leaky faucet, turn it nice and tight. Use both sides of the paper while doing your homework after school. Ride your bicycle when possible. Otherwise, try and carpool. Plant a tree and start a garden. Both great ways to go green. Use baking soda, lemon, and vinegar for the safest way to clean. Switch to energy-efficient light bulbs, and don't forget to turn off the light. If we follow tips on how to go green, our future will be nice and bright. Thanks for teaching us how to go green, said Bella. We'll practice what we've been taught. Hurry up, shouted Casey. We need to get back before we get caught. Goodbye, everyone, they shouted as they headed back to the house. We will teach others what we have learned, exclaimed Bella as they left with Melvin the mouse. They snuck back into the garden through the hole that was surrounded by rubble. Jane and Jeff will be back any minute, said Bella. Let's plant a tree so we don't get in trouble. We're home, said Jeff. Wait a minute, said Jane. Why are you holding a shovel? The end. This is a picture of Autumn. She is the student I told you about that created this story. I hope you learned a lot about going green. And if you can, try to get outside and do something nice for the earth today. Bye.